Hello, my fellow subscribers and Divergent fans and non-fans and ASL learners and or people who love to watch ASL. Doesn't matter. Yesterday was May 21st, 2020. That's the day I actually graduated 2 years ago. Not 2020, but 2018. I graduated May 21st, 2018. So it's been 2 years. Today is May 22nd, 2020. So for May 22nd, 2020, I will be uploading two videos. This video and another video. In this video, I'm going to finish off the first book, Divergent. Basically, this. I also, you don't require to answer the questions that I posted yesterday or May 21st, 2020. You don't have to answer the questions. I just put the questions in the descriptions like I said before in the other video. And I would do the same thing, or not with this one because it's not questions, but this is the last thing, and then the other video that I'll be uploading May 22nd, 2020, which is today, is be the ASL vocabulary. It will be not the main holiday. It would be let me find it. The first 100 words, but so basically this right here, I actually, any video that I do or any questions or any videos that I do, I put it in this binder. I had this binder for a while, like a long time. It's still in good shape that I used for schooling and college. So if you like, you can comment down below of what other things you want me to do and what songs you want me to do when I get a laptop, basically. So yeah, so the other video would be that, and this video it would be the last section of Divergent, and for the first book. But I'm probably gonna upload more today. It depends, maybe. What else? Yeah, I'll do more ASL videos. I want to try to finish the old ones first, and yeah. As I said in my other video, that I'll combine everything, and so any like crafts I do or any ASL related things I'll put on the main channel. It is, I know a lot of YouTubers have like different channels, but with me it's just too difficult to like have multiple channels and then do like different videos for it. Had to be related to that topic. So my goal is still there. ASL music and vocabulary, but musically the ASL music, but other than that, it's just I'm just adding other things on YouTube. Not always that, but when I get a laptop and stuff, I would start from, because I know I already did a lot, but when I get it, I would be doing from like the first song that came out and then go work up all the way to like the song that's right now that's already made. But there will be a lot of songs that I won't do, but there will be a lot of music videos on this channel when I get a laptop or another device, so you will see a lot of videos, but not like all of them, but like a lot of them. So but right now I'm trying to do other videos to keep up, because if I don't keep up, then I won't get like a lot of subscribers and views and comments and all that jazz. So let's get started with the faction manifestos. That's what I actually told you guys in the last video. So it's faction manifestos. I don't know what it is, but it looks like this, like probably like what the faction is or something. And with this one, it's obligation, the selfless faction manifesto. It says, I will be my undoing. If I become my obsession, I will forget the one I love if I do not serve them. I will war with others if I refuse to see them. Therefore, I choose to turn away from my reflection, to rely not on myself but on my brothers and sisters, to project always outward until I disappear. With the star thing, it says some members add a final line, and only God remains. That is at the discretion of every member and is not compulsory. So that's what it says on here for obligation, because you can see the start there, and that's what this is basically. For that's obligation. For enmity, the peaceful faction manifesto, compensation of peace, trust. As son says to his mother, Mother, today I fought with my friend. His mother says, Why did you fight with your friend? Because he demanded something of me, and I would not give it to him. Why do you not give it? Why do you not give it to him? Because it was mine. My son, you now have your possessions, but you do not have your friend. Which would you rather have? My friend? Then give freely, trusting that you will also be given what you need. Self-sufficiency. A daughter says to his father, Father, today I fought with my friend. Her father says, Why did you fight with your friend? Because she insulted me and I was angry. Why were you angry? Because she lied to me about me. In some versions, because I was hurt by her words. My daughter, did your friend's words change who you are? No. Then do not be angry. The opinions of others cannot damage you. Forgiveness. A husband says to his wife, Wife, today I fought with my enemy. His wife says, Why did you fight with your enemy? Because I hate him. My husband, why do you hate him? Because he wronged me. The wrong is past. You must let it rest where it lies. Kindness. A wife says to her husband, Husband, today I fought with my enemy. Her husband says, Why did you fight with your enemy? Because I spoke cruel words to her. My wife, why do you speak cruel words to her? Because I believe them to be true. Then you must no longer think cruel thoughts. Cruel thoughts lead to cruel words and hurt you as much as they hurt their target. The following section was part of the original manifesto but was later removed. Involvement. That's the one friend said to another, "Friend, today I fought with my enemy." The other friend says, "Why did you fight with your enemy?" "Because they were about to hurt you." "Friend, why do you defend me?" "Because I love you." "Then I am grateful." Candor, the honest, faction manifesto. Dishonesty is rampant. Dishonesty is temporary. Dishonesty makes evil possible. As it stands now, lies pervade society, families, and even in the internal life of the individual. One group lies to another group. Parents lie to children. Children lie to parents. Friends lie to friends. Individuals lie to themselves. Dishonesty has become so integral to the way we relate to one another that we rarely find ourselves in authentic relationships with others. Our dark secrets remain our own, yet it is our dark secrets that cause conflict. Conflict. When we are dishonest with the people around us, we begin to hate ourselves for lying. When we are dishonest with ourselves, we can never even attempt to correct the flaws we find within us. The flaws we are so desperate to hide from our loved ones. The flaws that make us lie. What has become clear is that lies are just a temporary solution to a permanent problem. Lying to spare a person's feelings, even when the truth will help them to improve. Damage them in the long run. Lying to protect yourself lasts for so long before the truth emerges. Like a wild animal, the truth is too powerful to remain caged. These are examples we can clearly see in our own lives. Truth makes us inextricable, erudite, the intelligent faction manifesto. We submit the following statements as truth. 1. Ignorance is defined not as stupidity but a lack of knowledge. 2. Lack of knowledge inevitably leads to lack of understanding. 3. Lack of understanding leads to disconnect among people with differences. Number 4. Disconnection among people with differences lead to conflict. 5. Knowledge is the only logic solution to the problem of conflict. Therefore, we purpose that in order to eliminate conflict, we must eliminate the disconnect among those with differences by correcting the lack of understanding and that arises from ignorance with knowledge. The areas in which people must be educated are sociology, so that the individual understands how society at large functions. Psychology, so the individual understands how a person functions within the society. Mathematics, so that the individual is prepared for further study in science, engineering, medicine, and technology. Science, so that the individual better understands how the world operates, so that the individual's study in other areas is supplemented, so that as many individuals as possible are prepared to enter the fields devoted to inventions and progress. Communication, so that the individual knows how to speak and write clearly and efficiently. History, so that the individual understands the mistakes and successes that have led us to this point. so that the individual learns to emulate these successes and avoid those mistakes. So, with these, it's understandable with candor. I'm sorry that I have a consistent, boring voice. With the technology, my voice sounds like a little girl, but it's really not. Um, with all the things I said for candor, the intelligent, um, so yeah, like with my communications, it's bad. I actually had to learn how to speak English. I'm English isn't my native language. Well, it is because I speak it, I understand it, I read it, I write it. I'm not good at the grammar. I'm pretty bad at that. I'm like good at it, but like not too good with it. Let me finish this and then we can continue talking. Leaders must not be chosen based on charisma, popularity, or seeds of communication, all of which are misleading and have little to do with the efficiency of political leader. An objective standard must be used in order to determine who is best fit to lead. That standard will be an intelligence test administered to all adults whose present leader reaches 55 or begins to decline in brain function in a demonstrable way. Those who, after rigorous studying, do not meet a minimum intelligence requirement will be expelled from the faction so they can be made useful. This is not an act of elitism, but rather one of the practicality. These who are not intelligent enough to engage in the role assigned to us, roles that require a considerable mental capacity, are better suited to mental work than a faction work. Mental work is required for the survival of society and is therefore just as important as faction work. Information must always be made available to all faction members at all times. The withholding of the information is punishable by reprimand, imprisonment, and Eventually exile. Every question that can be answered must be answered or at least engaged. A logical thought process must be challenged when they arise. Wrong answers must be corrected. Correct answers must be affirmed. If an answer to a question is unclear, it must be put in debate. All debates require evidence. Any consensual thought or idea must be supplemented by evidence in order to reduce the potential for conflict. Intelligence must be used for the beneficial and not to the detriment of society. Those who use intelligence for their own personal gain or to the detriment of others have not properly borne the responsibility of their gift and are not welcome in our faction. It bears repeatedly. Intelligence is a gift, not a right. It must be wielded not as a weapon, but as a tool for the betterment of others. Well, since that's a long faction manifesto, so I guess this I guess these are like what you must meet and what every faction represents. For erudite, like to me, I have so many arguments with it, so many different opinions about it, of the manifesto itself. And when it says that intelligence is a says intelligence is a gift, not a right. I think we can. It's a right and a gift. It cannot be one or the other. It can be both. You can use we can use against it, like we can take advantages of it, but not all the time. It just depends. So that you know like I don't think everyone is smart, but we are, like, let's say, okay, we all of us, the entire world, anyone who lives in this world are smart, but a lot of us who are smart think that some of us who don't have high school diploma, only have a GED or a certificate or bachelor's degree or master's degree, or people who have like higher education and stuff, think that the people who only have like high school diploma, GED, are dumb and we don't know anything, or people who have disabilities, who are like blind, or so many different other disabilities, think that we cannot be able to know things. But the thing is, there's always going to be someone who knows something better than you. Like if I didn't, like, let's say I knew how to do computers but not too well, but someone else knows how, who are an expert at computers, but they don't have like the degree for it, but they are smart, like a bit smarter than you, because they've probably been using the computer all their life, and they know all their tricks and all of that, because they learn how to use it and stuff like that. Like we always learn something new, or we try something new, and like we can learn when we want to learn. It's just that we can't just insult people and judge other people of their other stuff. So let's go on. Dauntless. I think this is the last one. Yes, it is. Dauntless, the brave. Faction Manifesto. We believe that cowardness is to blame for the world's injustice. We believe that peace is hard when that sometimes it is necessary to fight for peace. But more than that, we believe that justice is more important than peace. We believe in freedom from fear and denying fear the power to influence our decisions. We believe in ordinary acts of bravery and the courage that divides one person to stand up for the other. We believe in knowledge, fear, and extent to which it rules us. We believe in facing that fear no matter what the cost to our comfort, our happiness, or even our sanity. We believe in shouting for those who can only whisper, and defeating those who cannot defending those who cannot defend themselves. We believe not just in bold words, but in bold deeds to match them. We believe that pain and death are better than cowardice and inaction, because we believe in action. We do not believe in living comfortable lives. We do not believe that silence is useful. We do not believe in good manners. We do not believe in limiting the fullness of life. We do not believe in empty heads, empty mouths, empty hands, or empty hands. We do not believe that learning to master violence encourages unnecessary violence. We do not believe that we should be allowed to stand idly by. We do not believe that any other virtue is more important than bravery. That's the end. But the thing is, I think it's good to have factions in the book, but at the same time, it's not. Basically, I think it's better to combine all of them, where everyone can learn something from each other, and there shouldn't be any violence at all. That's what I think, but we do have violence. Well, with the book and our lives, you can actually compare. Some of them are like, you can learn from it, and some of them you can't. Divergent, it's like literally like the same as being in the actual world, the actual life. And also, I just realized this. Since Divergent has factions, the Hunger Games has districts. 13 districts. Technically 12, but actually 13 districts. If you can tell, these two books are similar. One is factions, the other is districts. It's about the same thing, but with the 5 different factions can also emerge into the districts of the Hunger Games. See, when you read the books and you compare the books, there's a lot of similarities. Seriously, there is like a lot of similarities with so many different books, like the series. Doesn't matter what series you read, if you just compare them, you'll notice this a lot of them, probably some of them are probably kind of linked or have stuff in common, like a lot in common. If you put the Hunger Games, Twilight Saga, and Divergent, you can tell there's a love triangle right there. The Hunger Games, it's Gale, Peeta, and Katniss. Twilight, it's Jacob, Edward, and Bella. And Divergent is for Caleb and Beatrice or Triss. Love triangle. She loves her brother and 4 a lot. Same with the other 2 books that I have read. I actually encourage you guys to actually read all 3 of those books and many other books and tell me what other book I should read. Just let me know, I want recommendations of what book to read. I have read so many books, I don't know what other book I should read, so just let me know in the comments. Please tell your friends and family to subscribe and watch my videos. Comment down below, and yeah, I am trying to reach to at least 50 subscribers this year, at least, or more depending, and a lot of comments and views on my videos. I really appreciate that. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.